WLP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpen Radio.
You are listening to WLP LP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpen Radio. Visit us online at www.lumpenradio.com. This is the New Age of Jazz, America's classical music in contemporary settings with futuristic directions, with DJ E2H2, the new voice of jazz. Special guest today, Derrick Bounds.
Possessions are the motivation, corrupt an entire nation. Glove of those and try to make it real. Compared to what? God is war, folks don't know what it's for. Maimed and killed for no rhyme or reason. Have one doubt, they call it treason. Of stones and try to make it real. Compared to what? God, where's my money? Unreal values and class distortion. Unwed mothers need abortion. Love souls in a rut. Try to make it real. Compared to what?
Listening to the New Age of Jazz, America's classical music in contemporary settings with futuristic directions, right here on WLPN LP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpen Radio. We'll be right back right after this. This is WLPN LP Chicago 105.5 FM Lumpen Radio, streaming worldwide at www.lumpenradio.com. This is the New Age of Jazz, America's classical music in contemporary settings with futuristic directions. Hello once again. I am Hampton, better known as DJ E2H2, the new voice of jazz, and live in the studio with me, a great keyboardist and a nice dude all around. Has a new release out called Night Rhythms. We'll play a couple of selections from that and talk to him just a little bit. His name is Mr. Derrick Bounds. You hear him tickling the ivories in the back. And we'll be having some conversations with my man. Thanks so much for coming, man. Appreciate it. Welcome to the New Age of Jazz.
Hey, man. Thanks for having me, man.
Oh, thank you for coming. I appreciate it. Are you originally from Chicago here?
Born and raised.
All right. Right on. What side of town?
West Side.
West Side in the house. Shout out to my man, Kenyoto Pearson. He's up on Gladys over there. That's on the West Side. And all my West Side listeners, thanks so much. Yeah. How do you like Chicago, man? Chicago's a pretty nice city, huh?
It's a beautiful city, man.
Yeah, it is. It really is. Yeah, it is. And you got a new release out called Night Rhythms. Beautiful, beautiful tracks on here. And tell us a little bit about Night Rhythms. How did you come up with the title and also the concept of the CD?
Night Rhythms, I started recording that about 2.5 years ago.
Okay.
It's about a little over a year to completion.
Okay.
And the idea came out, this is a project that I always wanted to do, specifically using strings with a band. It's been done before, of course, but you don't see it as much as you used to.
Right. That's true.
With electronic music and everything. String players have to work as well.
Yeah. They do. You make them work. I know. I totally understand that. Yeah. And you get some nice selections on here. A couple of vocals. We'll be getting to some of that later on. But how did you manage to choose, out of all instruments, the piano, which is a beautiful instrument, and you play it beautifully? I mean, I've heard you play live, and just amazing. Some of the things that you do. What made you want to choose the piano as an instrument and play it?
Initially I wanted to play organ.
Really?
Hammond B3,
Oh yeah,
like
that's
many keyboard
famous.
players
Yes.
growing up in Chicago, on Sunday you're probably going to play in somebody's church.
Right.
So, my aunt opened up a music school in 1982, and that's where I started.
Wow.
In November.
Okay.
November 12th, I want to say.
Yeah, wow, the day after Veterans Day. And you remember that? Wow.
Yeah, I still have my first piano book.
No way.
Yeah.
Man, that's all right.
So that's, I wanted to play organ, and then, but my potential piano instructor said, well, start off on the piano first.
Okay.
And then go to organ.
Right.
It'll be easier that way. But after I started studying the piano, I didn't even want to play organ after that.
Wow.
Yeah, that was it.
Yeah, and you were hooked and been doing it ever since.
Yeah.
Oh, great. Live in the studio here with Mr. Derrick Bounds, talking about Night Rhythms and his love of the piano. Let's get to a track from the album right now. Beautiful little song that he's playing right now in the background. Indigo Sunrise. Let's check it out right here on the New Age of Jazz on WLPN LP Chicago, 105.5 FM, Lumpen Radio. listening to the New Age of Jazz, America's classical music in contemporary settings with futuristic directions right here on WLPN LP Chicago 105.5 FM, Lumpen Radio. We'll be right back right after this.
Hello, this is Derrick Bounds, and you're listening to WLPN LP Chicago, 105.5 FM, Lumpen Radio.
Sitting by yourself, thinking about your health, waiting on that phone to ring. While passing the time away, text messages for the day, same old same. Realize the evening comes with mystery and surprise, make you feel alive.
Walking through the rain, like more of the same, wondering. Need to find a place, make better use of space, same old same. Then you realize the evening comes with mystery and surprise, make you feel alive. Sitting by yourself, thinking about your wealth, waiting on that phone to ring. Need to find a place, make better use of space, same old same. Then you realize the evening comes with mystery and surprise, make you feel alive.
Listening to WLPN LP Chicago 105.5 FM, Lumpen Radio, streaming worldwide at www.lumpenradio.com. This is the New Age of Jazz, America's classical music in contemporary settings with futuristic directions. Live here in the studios with us, Mr. Derrick Bounds. That was the title track from his release entitled Night Rhythms. Very, very nice song there. And who was the young lady that did the vocals with you? That's a really nice tune right there. It's beautiful, laid back, man. I like that.
Lindsay.
Lindsay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she sounds great. Amazing. Shout out to Lindsay. And right before that, we played Indigo Sunrise. And we were talking about that song, and I was telling you how much I like it. What was some of the things that you were getting as far as feedback? You were telling me about this song when I was playing it. What were some of the things you were getting back when you said this song came out and people heard it?
I get very positive feedback from that song, Indigo Sunrise, which I wrote for my daughter.
Aw.
And usually what I hear from people is, oh, I love the song. It makes you feel like you're on vacation.
Right, yeah. It really does. I like it a lot. Yeah, it's so relaxing and just so smooth and easy. I told you I like to listen to it almost like when I'm waking up in the morning and, something like that. It just feels like that should be the song you start your day off with. So really beautiful song. And like I said, the whole album is just great, too. You produced it with Tyrone Blair.
Tyrone Blair.
Yes.
Yeah, he was also the drummer in the production.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Wow, because the drums sound really good, too. Really good.
Yeah, he wore a couple of hats on this
Okay.
production, yeah.
Okay, and how did...
And actually, I met Lindsay through Tyrone.
Okay, and how did you meet Tyrone?
Oh, boy, I met Tyrone a few years ago through a bass player buddy of mine named Dexter Sims.
Okay, Dexter Sims?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, nice. And does Dexter Sims work with you as well, too? Do you still...
Yeah, I still work with Dexter time
Okay.
to time around the Chicago area, yeah. Also in Michigan as well.
Oh, great. Do you gig around town solo, or do you go to other places and play as well? Or are you just staying here in Chicago?
No,
for
both.
now? You do both?
Yeah.
Great, great. Awesome. Yeah, you just had a performance recently at, was it the University of Chicago, right?
Yeah, University of Chicago campus.
Yes.
Yeah.
And did
The
some...
Loken Center.
Yes.
Yeah, that was in November 6th.
Yeah, and did some great music there, and there's some great recordings up on YouTube of it. And yeah, like I said, just beautiful compositions and things you were playing. Do you have any social media presence? Like if people wanted to hear more, because I'm pretty sure people would love to hear more. Do you have any accounts on social media accounts on online?
Yeah, my website is derrickbounds.com.
Nice.
That's 2 R's, I-C-K, bounds like out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
Yeah, also on Facebook. I just use my name across. It makes it consistent, so it's easy to find me.
Okay. Who is Derrick Bounds?
Derrick Bounds, derrickbounds.com, Facebook, Instagram.
Who are some of your favorite piano players that you grew up listening to that you really dig? And who are some of the cats today that really catch your ear?
Oh, man. Growing up, I had a wide taste in music. When I started studying piano, I was listening pretty much to the same thing everyone else listening to on the radio, R&B or gospel. And later after I started studying, then I got off into jazz and classical a little bit more when I was a teenager. But early on, starting off with classical, I was listening to Rachmaninoff, Chopin, these people.
Wow.
And then later getting into Duke Ellington,
Yes.
Scott Joplin.
Oh, boy.
And Wynton Marsalis later on. So pretty much the evolution of music is the way I learned it. With starting off with classical, ragtime, very early jazz, and to later jazz.
Okay.
So, but it's musicians. Oh man, there are so many good pianists, great pianists, man.
Yeah. Yeah, there are.
It's hard to nail
Down.
Yeah.
Some.
But I like Earl Garner.
Isn't he great?
Earl Garner, man.
Didn't he have
incredible.
an album called Concert by the Sea?
Yeah.
Yeah, love that album. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I had his one, Earl in Paris.
Okay. Yeah. And you mentioned Duke. You gotta love Duke Ellington.
Oh man.
Gotta love Duke Ellington.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just the dignity of that man.
Yeah. Oh my God. And some of the worst times in America, just to be, of that stature and just carry himself in such a way, just elegant, classy, and boy, he can play a piano. And so can you, man. I mean, you are just delivering the goods. You were even nice enough to compose a theme song for me. I thought
Thanks for the opportunity, man.
I appreciate you doing that, and it sounds great. Do you mind if we get to it?
Hey, get to it.
All right. That's actually the name of the song. Get to it. My new theme song right here on the New Age of Jazz on Lumpen Radio, 105.5 FM, Chicago.
myself I dwell. Pot roast in the slow cooker. I remember good looker. My mind wanders on those greens. Things aren't always as they seem. La-di-da-di-da-di-dee. La-di-da-di-da-di-dee. Day two, trying to figure out what to do. Things to do, places to go. What am I laying here for? be late. I won't be late. Car broke down, gotta get on the bus. I should've put money on that bus card. Lady, sit down, you're drunk. It's 10:05 and you're full of funk. Move to the rear, move to the back. Move to the rear, move to the back. Ah, finally here. Okay, here we go. This is Derrick Bounds, and you're listening to The New Age of Jazz with DJ E2H2, WLPN LP Chicago, 105.5 FM, Lumpen Radio.
This has been The New Age of Jazz, America's classical music in contemporary settings with futuristic directions right here on WLPN, LP Chicago, 105.5 FM, Lumpen Radio. Visit us online at www.lumpenradio.com. Such a pleasure to have Derrick Bounds in the studio with me. Thank you so much, Derrick, for coming in. I appreciate it.
Thanks for having me.
We just heard My Mind Wanders, which is off of Derrick's latest release entitled Night Rhythms. Love the sound of that. And that trumpet player was beautiful too. Very, very nice.
Kurt Garrison.
Kurt Garrison. Wow. Really, really good. Love that song. And then right before that, my new theme song, guys, for the New Age of Jazz. You heard it here first. Exclusive. A song called Get To It. Done by Mr. Derrick Bounds, and I want to thank you for that. It sounded really, really good. Loved it. Sounded really good. And I wish we had more time. Unfortunately, we don't. But you have to promise to come back sometime soon. And
no problem.
Yeah, we'll have to have you back sometime soon and talk more about the album, and also as well hear more of your beautiful playing. Just amazing. So make sure that you make some time for us to come on back.
Definitely, cool? Man. Thank you for having me again.
Thank you. Derrick Bounds, Night Rhythms. This has been The New Age of Jazz, America's classical music in contemporary settings with futuristic directions right here on WLPN LP Chicago, 105.5 FM, Lumpen Radio. Stay tuned next for Sir Lawrence Peters and Country My Way. Now, let's get back to Mr. Derrick Bounds.